What's going on, everybody? It's been a while since I actually sat down with y'all and did a video where I have both of my hands able to move or whatever. But I want to express something to y'all. I did this little diagram thing. I wasn't sure how I wanted to use it, if I wanted to use it, whatever. But pretty much this right here is something that I made. Turn my camera down a little bit. Hold up. There we go. This here is something that I made. This right here, the circle, represents your life. The black dot in the middle represents your pain from your childhood, whatever it may be, right? Now, the black dot will continue to get bigger based on experiences that you have, based on the pain that you're carrying. You accumulate more pain pretty much through relationships that go bad, that cheated on you, hurt you when you love them and stuff of that kind of nature. Friendships that went bad when you were trying to be your best to be a good friend, the best that you can possibly be. Right? Now, one thing that happens when you don't heal that black dot in the middle in your life is that it continues to get bigger, but it also takes root. The original pains will continue to take root deeper and deeper and deeper. It's like a tree when it's connecting deep into the soil. If you've ever planted anything or whatever, right? Now, the more that this continues to take root and the deeper it gets, the more it affects other people around you. Now, when it goes so far outside of the circle to the point to where you can start to feel some things, maybe because you're alone or whatever, you have time to feel these things. What you have to do is you have to start doing patch jobs. You got to start drinking more. You got to start smoking more, buying more video games, just shopping in general, whatever it is that is your vice in order to keep this particular black dot in the circle. Because when it's inside the circle, you don't feel it. When it's outside of the circle, you begin to feel it. That circle still represents your life. I just picked a circle. But when you do this, your brain will become adapted to the routine of patching it. Your brain is going to naturally get to this point where, okay, I'm starting to feel stuff. Let me go grab me a drink. It's going to do it in ways that you're not even going to pick up on. You're going to subconsciously be used to doing this, patching yourself up when you start to feel your emotions from your past. Because a lot of times we believe that things are healed with time. Nah, a mess is still a mess. If you spill some on your carpet right now, you just watched it for about 10, 15, 20 years, it's still going to be a mess that still needs to be cleaned up by you. You know what I'm saying? That's why most recently I apologized to my cousin on how I treated him back when I was younger. There's another video coming out for that later. But I got to this point of consciousness and understanding where I said, okay, this is something that I want to clean up. Logically, people will tell you, oh, if something's bothering you, go take a pill for it. Go get you something to drink. Bro, you just need to do this. Bro, you just need to later. You need to go do this or whatever it may be. Same thing happens with women. You just get pressured by other people who are doing the same things to follow in the same footsteps because they want to see other people doing this because they want to feel like it's normal. The thing of it is, I don't feel like spiritually that it is a normal thing to do. Your mind is trying to convince you that it is because it wants to protect you. You know what I'm saying? It's just following the routine that you set up for. That's just what it does. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it is that when we unconsciously start to do this, because it's just such a big program in our lives, we end up passing that same pain over to other people because the only way you can operate is with what you have. You know what I'm saying? The only way I've learned to change that is to address it, to validate what hurt you, what made you feel sad, what made you feel bad, what made you feel lost, what made you feel confused, what made you feel uncertain. You know what I'm saying? And you have to continue to remind yourself that you are a good and amazing person and everything that occurred for you was divinely set up so that way you can be better. I'm okay with how I'm finna be better. I don't know how everything is finna work. I just know that this is where I'm finna go to. I'm okay with the how now because I know that this is finna be to my benefit. Once you start to do that, that black dot, the roots that it has start to rescind. You know what I'm saying? I feel like personally they do. I still feel like you can still have certain experiences, you know what I'm saying, that can also make them expand a little bit more. But the difference now with awareness in your arsenal, you know what I'm saying, you feel like, okay, I'm sorry, you know for a fact that you can heal this. You know how to heal this. You know how to feel better. Because like I always say, once you start feeling really good and you reprogram your mind for good and joy, bro, you'll be able to feel something like this particular pain when it's small and you can address it sooner rather than later. You can address it sooner rather than later instead of carrying and passing it over to the next person. That's how hurt people hurt people. Healed people help people heal. This is what it does. You know what I'm saying? It helps people who want to heal. I should say that. Because some people, like I said, they still just not aware that this exists. They're not consciously aware to say, damn, whatever happened to me when I was 5, when I was in my first relationship, when I had my first closest friend and they did me like this or this and that happened or whatever. They don't know that that is still lingering within them. Consciousness is what makes you aware it is, not logic. Because like I said, logically, they'll tell you to go to the doctor, and logically, you're supposed to take some sort of pill or whatever it is for it. If it works for you, cool. But the thing of it is, consciousness isn't bound by your senses of hear, see, smell, taste, and touch. Your consciousness is about you, you know what I'm saying? It's about what you want to feel and stuff like that. It can be influenced by certain things. For example, I'm amazing. I'm a very loving person. I'm a very happy person. I'm always abundant. I'm always getting everything I want. You can influence your consciousness to bring that to you, or influence your brain to bring that to you. I'm sorry, I think I'm going off track a little bit. But the main story is just identify your hurt, bro. Identify whatever hurt you've been dealing with and address it, validate it. Because just like a kid or a puppy that don't have no attention and don't get his way, it's finna just go rowdy. And it's gonna go crazy because it's gonna always be in the center of your life, as I displayed on the little what's the name that I drew. It's gonna always be there until you learn how to tame it, validate it, control it. You know what I'm saying? Not force it. Let it flow, but do your thing.